Welcome to Networks Learning. My name is Riaz Gul. In today's video, we are going to see how to configure site-to-site VPN on Palo Alto Firewall with the Cisco router. So this is my topology. This is the same topology that we are following from the day one. In my previous videos, I have shown you how to build and how to perform all these functionalities that you are currently seeing in this topology. So basically we have two sites. One is our headquarter, which is having Palo Alto Firewall, and one is our remote router, which is connected to edge router. Somehow it has connectivity to our firewall WAN IP address and are considered over here as WAN public IP 10.10.50.0 has reachability to a remote router WAN IP address. So I will show you the reachability from remote router to the WAN firewall edge interface. You can see over here we are able to reach, and on Palo Alto Firewall we have dynamic routing implemented in my last lab, and we have some configurations prerequisites for the VPN. First is you need to create all the object groups for the addresses that are required for the configuration. Second is you need to create a zone. Previously we were having a LAN, WAN and DMZ zone, but now I have also created VPN zone. So VPN zone will help us to have a granular control in policies and NAT configuration. Also, any policy you want to apply, you will have the granularity over the configuration. You can call VPN zone in any configuration if you want, based on your requirement. So first I have a template, configurational template for the configuration. First we will navigate to the router end and we will configure the remote router first. Then we will move on to the Palo Alto Firewall configuration. So here first we need to create policy 1 encryption. We'll use AES 256. Authentication is pre-shared key. Defilement group will be 5. Lifetime will give it as 28800. Then you need to go into crypto ISAKmp. Key will give as Cisco 123. Address, the peer address is 10.10.50.2. Okay, this is the first phase of the configuration. First phase means crypto configuration, crypto ISAKmp. Okay, then in second configuration you need to create transform set, crypto IPSec transform set MYTRANSET. Then you need to specify parameters for the data encryption and hashing algorithms. Encapsulation protocol is ESP, encapsulation security payload, with AES 256, and for hashing we'll use SPSha-hmac. Okay. Then you need to specify ACL for the interesting traffic. So what would be the interesting traffic over here? Any traffic that we want to have a communication, bidirectional communication between two subnets. Over here on remote router end we have 10.10.200.0 subnet, and over firewall we have a LAN subnet 192.168.1.0 subnet. So for that we need to create a ACL. So we'll call the ACL in the configuration. Access list extended.
I don't see a configuration in your contacts.
Sorry. IP access list extended NAT ACL permit IP. You need to specify the local LAN, which is 10.10.200.0 with wildcard 000.255. Sorry. And going to remote host, which is 192.168.1.0.0.0.255. So this is the ACL that we will be required for the configuration. Exit. And then we need to create a crypto map that will combine all the phase 1 and phase 2 configuration. Crypto map MYMAP 1 IP ipsec-isakmp set here is 10.10.50.2 transform set MYTRANSET set perfect forward secrecy group 5 and match address NAT ACL that we created. Then we need to apply this configuration to our outside interface of the router, which is fast ethernet 0/0 interface fast ethernet 0/0 crypto map MYMAP. You see over here I created with this name, so we need to call it over here MYMAP. Is it? Okay. So this is the configuration on our router in show run. We will see over here all the configuration, applied crypto map and ACL. So now we will move on to the Palo Alto firewall. First you need to create the phase 1 parameters. IPSec phase 1 with Cisco router, and what we will use here, the configuration for the encryption and the hashing algorithm needs to be the same on both ends, otherwise your tunnel will not be established. Phase 1 def element group is 5, encryption AES 256, authentication SHA-1, lifetime for the key is 8 hours. You can see over here phase 5 group 5 AES 256 SHA-1 8 hours. Okay, then you need to specify transform set, which is phase 2 for the data encryption or hashing parameters. Encryption will use as AES 256 group 2 thing. Yeah, here we need to specify IPsec phase 2 Cisco group is 2, correct, and if here in group you need to select as 5, authentication SHA-1, that's it, 256 SHA-1 group 5 authentication SHA-1. Okay, then you need to specify the gateway configuration. Name is IPsec Cisco IPv4. We are using IKE version 1, Internet Key Exchange version 1. Outside interface, which is the WAN interface used for the termination of the IPSec VPN IP peer IP address. I've already created the object group for remote router WAN address, which is the peer appreciate key. It's the same appreciate key that we created over here. Cisco 123. In advanced option, you need to enable NAT transversal, because on firewall we are having NAT configuration, and also you need to select dead peer detection enable, so it will detect the peer if it's not reachable. So then you need to navigate to interfaces. You need to create one tunnel interface, tunnel 1 virtual router. We'll use the default zone, we'll call it as VPN. So this tunnel is only used for to bind it to one of the zones in order to have a control. We'll not assign any IP address on this interface. Click OK. You need to have then you need to navigate to IPsec tunnel. You need to create a new tunnel. Cisco router tunnel interface. You will call the tunnel 1 interface that we already created. You need to call the IKE gateway, which we configured, crypto IPsec profile. Proxy IDs, you need to specify the IP addresses or the interesting traffic that needs to communicate on tunnel interface. Proxy ID Cisco Palo Alto and subnets. Local is 192.168.1.0/24. Remote is 10.10.50. Sorry, 10.10.200.0/24. Protocol is any, because we are allowing it on IP level 10.10.200.0. Okay. So it's created. Then you need to navigate to virtual routers. Since this is the firewall and it doesn't support the policy-based VPNs, so you need to specify the route-based VPN over here. For that, you need to specify the route for the destination network on the other end of the tunnel, which is the lane. But on router end, we created the policy-based route. We didn't specify any static route for the subnet on the firewall. For the firewall, name is remote subnet over VPN. Destination is 10.10.200.0/24. Interface would be tunnel 1. You don't need to specify anything. Next hop, none. Okay. Then you need to specify policies as well. So the router will initiate a connection on IPsec ports on the WAN interface of the firewall. So we need to allow the firewall for the connection to accept it from the remote. Allow IPsec on WAN. Source zone would be WAN. Destination source address could be any. Destination zone would be WAN also. Destination address would be destination WAN interface address. Application any, or you can also specify IPsec. It will accept. So we'll allow it on IP level. So we'll move it on to the top. You need to configure one more policy in order to allow remote LAN to local source zone coming from VPN source address remote LAN subnet. I already created the subnet. Destination going to LAN. Destination address LAN subnet. Action application any action allow. Okay. Allow this rule is created to allow remote traffic. We need to configure one more rule to allow the local LAN traffic towards the VPN. Allow local to VPN LAN. Source is LAN. Source address is LAN subnet. Destination is VPN zone. Destination address remote LAN subnet. Application any, service any, action allow. Okay. So you can move these on top. Allow IPsec on WAN. Allow remote to LAN. Allow local to LAN, remote LAN. I'll commit the changes, and after that we will initiate the traffic on both ends, and we will see whether the tunnels are configured properly or not, and we will verify the configuration accordingly. So the configuration is successfully applied and it's completed. Now I'll show you the remote and local LAN. On firewall, we have LAN 192.168.1.0 and we have one IP address configured on local switch, LAN switch from this school. You can see over here it's 192.168.1.150. And on the remote router, we have LAN segment and we have connected one VPC over here, and we will assign one IP address from this LAN segment 10.10.200.100/24 and 10.200.1. Okay, we will first check the connectivity with the gateway 10.10.200.1. on gateway, it's reachable. Now we will initiate a ping response to remote LAN, which is 192.168.1.150, and we'll continuously ping it. You will see the response from the once the tunnel is up, and it will take some time to get the tunnel up, but it should be up till now. Let's see the show crypto ISACMP, show crypto IPSec crypto IPSec session is there, but it's not. Phase 1 is there, but phase 2 is having some problem, so maybe we need to troubleshoot it. Okay, gateway. We specified WAN1 IP pre-shared key. Okay. So after troubleshooting, our tunnel was not being established. So when I checked the configuration, we had missed one of the configuration in IKE gateway. Over here in IKE gateway general configuration, under advanced you have the IKE exchange mode configuration. So over here we didn't selected anything, that's why it was not coming up. And also IKE crypto profile, we did not call the crypto profile over here, which was created as IPSec phase 1 Cisco. So this was the mistake, that's why tunnel was not up. As soon as I noticed and I configured these parameters, and after that, after applying the configuration, I was able to receive the response from the remote LAN segment, which is 192.168.1.150. and also you can see over here in IPSec tunnel section, the tunnel is up now, and on remote router end, show crypto ISACMP phase 1, show crypto IPSec phase 2 is also up now. You can see over here. Parameters are there, and also on firewall in the policies or in the monitor section you will be able to see the traffic. So VPN to LAN, and there would be some LAN to VPN as well, but this is the early packet. We will initiate one more, and you can see over here we are able to reach the destination on remote LAN. So this is how you can perform the IPSec VPN between Cisco router and the Palo Alto firewall. For your configurational task, I will copy the configuration on from this router in the video's description, so that you can configure it accordingly. Thank you so much for your time to watch this video, and if you have any suggestion or anything to modify in the topology, you can just let me know. In coming videos I'll make some other interesting stuff with respect to the authentication or role-based access control on Palo Alto firewall with Cisco Identity Service Engine. So make sure you subscribe the channel for my upcoming videos, and thank you.